Yo, what's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? Same sweater, different day, same shit. I'm still kind of sick, but I'm still gonna push out these videos for y'all. It's about to be Thanksgiving. And don't forget, um, PlayStation, you know what I'm saying? Code giveaway is next month. Doing that for like the first couple days of next month. Um, Nobody really said what else they wanted, so that's what I'm giving away. It's just a thanks from me to y'all. Keep supporting, keep running up the likes, keep running up, keep hitting that sub button. I'm just gonna keep dropping videos for y'all on a daily. Um, this video we got here today is about Lil Bibby from the streets to signing Juice World. Now, I hope this video tells the reason why he stopped music because I know a lot of people might crucify me for saying this, but in my opinion, he was better than Lil Herb. That's just my opinion. You know, but he probably feel like he was making more money from stepping into this lane. I know I've seen a lot of some of the cars he got, so he probably feel he makes more money from this. But without further ado, we gonna get straight into the video.
Lil Bibby had one of the most unique come-ups in the game. He went from getting arrested multiple times on the corner to making hit records with major artists. But when he reached the top of the game, Bibby decided to put the mic down. His fans were disappointed. But then, Bibby shocked everyone when he discovered Juice World and changed the whole game. Here's how it all went down. Bibby came up on the east side of Chicago. His mom was on drugs, and his sister was the one who raised him. Bibby's sister was in the streets though, so he ended up jumping off the porch at a young age. When he was 14, Bibby started getting booked on small charges. He told Vlad TV,
They said I got like 60 something arrests.
Wait. You got arrested 60 something times and you 21 years old.
Yeah. A couple times I got locked up 2 times in the same day. I remember that.
and even though he was running the streets, Bibby was also into basketball, and that's how he linked up with his homie, G Herbo. Bibby and Herbo eventually started making music together, but at first, they were just recording voice memos on the phone with a beat playing in the background. Back then, it was just a hobby, but people in their hood started sending the recordings around and they picked up some buzz. Bibby never planned on being a rapper, but getting arrested so many times made him realize he had to switch something up. He told Vlad,
Cause when I got locked up, like this last time, and I was just looking around like, man, and like a few young cats that was just like they was arguing, finna fight over the dumbest shit. I'm just looking around like, man, I'm too smart for this shit, man.
so when he got out, he decided to take rap serious, and it paid off big time. G Herbo and Bibby started going to actual studios and laying down tracks instead of just recording on their phones. And it didn't take long for them to start building momentum. Chicago was already rocking with them, but when they dropped the track Kill Shit in 2012, it changed everything.
Definitely changed
The track
everything.
popped off and racked up over 50 million views on YouTube, and everybody was paying attention to Bibby and Herbo. Drake shouted them out and said they were the future, and that's when Bibby realized how far he could take it. He was getting ready to drop his first mixtape, Free Crack, but he pushed it back to polish everything up and make it as hard as possible. Bibby already had a huge fan base before he even dropped a project. His singles and tracks with G Herbo had people buzzing, but he wanted his mixtape to be perfect before he released it. Even Drake hit him up and said he wanted the tape, and all the attention pushed Bibby to improve the project and add a couple more tracks. When Free Crack came out in 2013, Bibby proved he was ready to take over the game. Critics and fans loved the project, and it led Bibby to getting featured in 2014 XXL freshman class. Later that year, Bibby dropped Free Crack 2 with features from huge artists like Wiz Khalifa, Juicy J, and Kevin Gates. His second project racked up even more streams than the first, and everybody was rocking with it. He kept it pushing in 2015 with Free Crack 3, and by that point, the whole rap game was ready for Bibby to drop his debut album. But instead of grabbing the spotlight and leveling up his own career, Bibby decided to take a step back and launch a record label with his brother G Money. Most labels take a while to get off the ground, but Bibby's Grade A Productions hit the jackpot when they signed a superstar as their first artist. Bibby told XXL that G Money discovered Juice World, and when Bibby heard the track Lucid Dreams, he thought, oh, now this is probably the best song I've heard in over 10 years. Bibby signed Juice immediately in a joint deal with Interscope. When he dropped his debut album, Goodbye and Good Riddance in 2018, Juice became one of the hottest artists in the world and proved that Bibby knew how to.
What's the good thing about that is Bibby's from the street, so hearing something like Lucid Dreams is good that he didn't be like, nah, this is not it. You know what I'm saying? He took that chance and, look what Juice World became. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Juice World.
Spot upcoming talent. Signing Juice was huge for Bibby and the label. 2 tracks off his debut album racked up over 1 billion streams just on Spotify, and Bibby was probably making more cash off the label than he ever did in his solo career. Bibby and G Money could have built the entire label around Juice and used his clout to bring in other artists. But tragically, Juice WRLD died from an overdose in December 2019. Juice was flying into Chicago from LA on a private jet, but the feds had been tipped off that there were guns and drugs on the plane. Juice allegedly swallowed a bunch of Percocets to try and hide him from the cops, but his body couldn't handle it. He had
What's the crazy thing is, nobody ever came out and said who tipped that information off, though. That's the crazy part about it.
a seizure. He was given 2 doses of Narcan to try to save him, but unfortunately, he was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. It's not clear exactly what he took, but the autopsy revealed he had toxic levels of oxycodone and codeine in his body. Juice had struggled with addiction since a young age. He started drinking lean in the 6th grade and was popping perks and Xanax all the time. Bibby told DJ Vlad
We already had him signed up for rehab. He already agreed to go.
he didn't know how bad Juice's problem was at first.
I found out that he was doing like 4, you know what I'm saying? So I get to freaking out like, bro, what the f? Like, I get to telling everybody like, man, look, we gotta send this kid to rehab.
Unfortunately, Juice didn't get the help he needed fast enough. He was taken way too soon. Bibby and Grade A Productions have kept Juice WRLD's legacy alive by releasing posthumous projects, but it hasn't been an easy job. Back in June, a video of Juice's girlfriend, Ali
this.
Lottie, started going around where she talks about Juice's death. According to her, the situation ain't adding up. She said,
people knew what happened the day before Jared passed and the day that Jared passed and everything like that, which I cannot speak upon at this moment, but I will. I just have to make sure that I am safe.
she also said,
It's always been about money. I'm going to take it to court.
but it's not clear what she thinks really went down. Bibby clapped back and tweeted, people say we don't put out enough music, but then they say we do it for the money. Juice's fans have been pressing Bibby for music ever since he died. Grade A has already put out 2 albums, but that hasn't stopped fans from asking for more. Bibby told one fan, I will try my best, but I am human and I have feelings. I want to put out music because I know that's what Juice wanted, but sometimes I want to quit. Losing your homie is hard enough, but Bibby's had to deal with Juice's fans too. And it's not easy to carry on someone's legacy, especially when they were one of the hottest artists in the world when they passed away. Bibby says he don't smoke, drink, or get high at all anymore. Coming up in the streets of Chicago means you have to keep your head on straight. And Bibby says every one of his homies who got killed was high when it happened. Even though Bibby left the streets behind when he started popping off in the rap game, he showed everyone he was still ready for the smoke when he and G Herbo started throwing hands with security at a club in Connecticut. Back in 2016, a video started going around showing Bibby handing his chain off before jumping into a massive brawl. According to a bouncer at the club, it all started when the young brother of Bibby's bodyguard wasn't let into the VIP room. Nobody at the club knew who he was, so when he tried to press the bouncers, they put him on the floor. After the show, the brother told Bibby and the rest of the crew what happened, and that's when everything popped off. Bibby, G Herbo, and their whole team started throwing hands with the club security. Luckily, Bibby and Herbo ain't catch no charges for the fight, but now they got issues with a dude from their own hood. Back in March, and No Limit Cairo did an interview with 16 Shot on
Ain't go to Egypt yet.
Bibby and Herbo. According to Cairo, Herbo wasn't really from No Limit, but they let him rock with the crew anyway. And after he blew up, Herbo left everyone behind and didn't put dudes on like he was supposed to. He even compared Herbo to 6ix9ine and said all his bars about street activity are cap.
He say all type of shit he don't do. You know, he like, I compare him to 6ix9ine, folks.
Cairo says Bibby ain't get back to the hood either. Lil Reese hopped on Twitter and called Cairo out for putting street business on the internet instead of facing Bibby and Herbo in person. Then Bibby clapped back by posting a photo with his new artist captioned, at No Limit Cairo hating, cause I keep signing suburban kids, at ZZZ Sam. And in the comments, Bibby wrote, Cairo is my little cuz. I will slap the shit out of him. Cairo sent more shots on social media, but after that, the situation died down. Herbo's facing federal fraud charges right now, and Bibby's focused on his label and other projects, so they don't really have time for petty drama like that. But Bibby's label situation ain't too good right now either. He signed an artist named the Kid Leroy back in 2019, but last year, Leroy left the label and told Billboard, we don't talk about them. It's not clear what went down behind the scenes, but now the label only has one artist. ZZZ signed with Bibby earlier this year, but he's got a long way to go before he's big enough to carry a label. Right now, ZZZ only has around 30K monthly listeners on Spotify, but his latest video did rack up over 300K views on YouTube in less than a week. Only having a couple artists on your label can work if they're as big as you.
I honestly think it'll take Bibby some time to get like another Juice World or somebody that's almost on a level of Juice World. It'll take him some time, but he'll definitely get there. It seems like he knows what he's doing though. But another thing, for Herb, if he left his homie in the hood as far as like telling him not to sign and that he was gonna sign him and never did, that's fucked up.
Juice, but ZZZ ain't even coming close to his numbers right now. Luckily, Bibby has enough money coming in from other sources that he can take his time with building the label. He told DJ Vlad,
That was around the time, well, okay, I went broke. It's a couple $1,000s on sweaters, a couple thousand on outfit. You know, I look up, I look in my closet, and then I look at my bank account, I'm like, man, this shit ain't right, you know?
now he's investing in stocks and real estate and making money in his sleep.
I look up, I buy some properties and shit, boom. I'm making more money in my sleep. I don't gotta do nothing, you know what I'm saying? So
Bibby has already had a wild career, but he's only 28. Most rappers his age will still be trying to stay in the spotlight, but Bibby realized he can level up and bring in more racks off of business deals instead of rapping. But if he ever decides to hop back in the booth, he's still got a huge fan base that'll tune in for any new music he drops.
um, like I said, I guess I was right. You know, I guess he don't want the attention. You know, he want to be behind the scenes and just keep pushing forward and make more. He makes more money from like he said, real estate. Properties and shit, stocks, and having his own artists. I still would want to see him put out music here and there though. Like no matter what, I still would want to see him put out music here and there. But he probably knows something that we don't. As far as like putting out music. Definitely shout out to Lil Bibby. Like he's one of the smartest young niggas from Chicago, especially the route he went. Because if you look at it, a lot of people took the Chicago drill scene for like entertainment and for a joke. And if you look at it now, a lot of the artists from that era, everybody was listening to 2012, 2011, it's mostly dead right now. Like if you want to be technical, if you want to be serious. But with that being said, rest in peace, Juice World. Shout out to Lil Bibby. Shout out to Grade A Productions. Love is love. And I appreciate all the support. Y'all been running up everything. Y'all been liking every video. I definitely been subscribing. With that being said, I'm gonna catch you on the next video.